And I should be tapping out. But I only got one dish left. Man, Munich, your food is so good. I literally don't know how I'm putting it away.
What's up guys and welcome. You're watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with two of the men's open bodybuilding icons guest posing in different parts of the world. Samson Dauda taking full advantage of the long diet that he did. Because if you guys remember, he has been in prep since the Olympia 2023. He prepped for the Olympia, then the post-Olympia tour. Then he was in prep for the Arnold. So this was a pretty long prep. And now he has the privilege of traveling around the world, meeting different people while making a lot of money as well. Not to mention promoting the sport of bodybuilding. So Samson Dauda has been very smart about it. We see him guest pose multiple times every year. He knows that he is in the prime form of his life, and this is the time to make money, to make his name, to make his mark. So he is on a 2-month break period, which simply means he won't be training to the extreme, eating an off-meal plan whenever he wants to, as well as cleaning out his system.
So much good food here, man. I keep eating, and I keep wanting more. This is a hell of a dessert. I mean, damn, look at this. Holy crap. That's an Easter dessert for your ass, right there, wow. Ooh. I think I'm stuffed, but I keep going because it just tastes so goddamn good. Yeah.
So he totally gets off everything. That also means no TRT, no nothing. Which is kinda insane, because he still manages to hold on to all that mass, all that muscle. And that isn't an easy thing to do, considering that he weighs close to 300 pounds. So right now, Samson is roughly 2.5 weeks post-show. He's supposed to be still in a very good condition, which he is. So as one of the masters of posing and presentations, he gave the audience a great show. After all, he is one of the biggest names in the men's open bodybuilding right now. So what did you guys think? Will we finally see that kind of conditioning on Samson Dauda that the judges want to see on this guy at this year's Mr. Olympia? So the second bodybuilding icon who guest posed yesterday, that was Hunter Labrada. And whenever he does any guest posing, whether the people love his physique or not, they do love a unique trait that only belongs to Hunter: his love for the hats. So this has become such a joke over the years. And Hunter now enjoys wearing one because of the reaction that he gets on Instagram. And that is why this guest posing started with this.
At the guest pose, and you already know the hat's staying on. How mad do you think people are gonna be?
So let's talk about the guest posing itself. So this was without a doubt the biggest version of Hunter Labrada to guest pose on a bodybuilding stage. 295 pounds of pure mass. And considering that Hunter hasn't competed since the Olympia, and he doesn't intend to compete anytime soon, at least for another few months, that is an insane level of conditioning. His legs, his quads are particularly undeniable. The level of detail in his hamstrings, they were next level. And he is looking pretty damn massive right now. I mean, just look at that front double biceps. Hunter Labrada is taking things to the next level this year. Now, that being said, people are quick to point out the lump on his chest. Yes, that is a distraction, and it is always gonna stay that way for Hunter. But I have to say, this doesn't really impact his blessings, especially at the Olympia level. At least not as much as people think it does. So Hunter has been able to improve his delts during the off-season, which is gonna play a huge role in enhancing his V-taper, in creating more of an X-frame. And he is gonna look so wide up top, with a small and tiny waist. That is really gonna impact his physique. So I cannot wait to see Hunter's final look whenever he steps on the stage and whenever he competes. And I think this year, 2024, this is gonna be his best ever. And the way both him and his coach are finding that right balance, finding that perfect peak, I think he is gonna be a problem this year. This is gonna be a great year for bodybuilding, with the prize money going up for every single show. So when these top athletes will be rewarded for all their hard work, when these guys will be compensated, we will see these guys compete more often. They are gonna compete multiple times a year. And that goes for big names as well. So a huge shout out to the sponsors of Dubai Pro. They just leveled up the game, not just for the men's open, but for Classic Physique as well. The winner of Classic Physique is gonna get a whopping $60,000. And also for the men's physique, who are gonna get $40,000. So Michael the Bull was the first one out of the top 6 from the Olympia last year, of course, and he made the announcement that he is in for Dubai Pro. And that really makes total sense for him, as he lives and trains there for most part of the year. But now another big name, the 2 times classic physique Mr. Olympia champion, Breon Ansley, makes it official that he's gonna be there. I mean, 60 grand is a lot of money for a lot of these guys to skip out on.
All right. So the announcement is first going here on the story. You ready? Here it goes. The first show that I will be doing is this year before the Olympia is going to be the Dubai Pro in July. Other ones that are maybe even before and after that, not quite sure yet, but stay tuned.
I do not remember when was the last time Breon did any show, other than the Olympia and the Arnold Classic in a calendar year. Actually, I do remember, if I'm not mistaken, he did one show after losing the title to Chris Bumstead. That was back in 2019, where Alex Cambronero got 2nd place. So the big money has convinced Breon to go for it, and honestly the way he showed up in Ohio and in UK, arguably in the best shape of his life. It is highly unlikely anyone is gonna beat him here in Dubai, and who knows, Breon might present an even better package here in Dubai. So the late Sean Roden won the Olympia at the age of 44. Dexter Jackson was still making great improvements in his 40s, and the only other name that comes into my mind is Kamal, the former 212 Mr. Olympia. And that's pretty much it. In the current era, there is only one man, Breon Ansley, who is continuously making improvements at the age of 44. So it's no longer a secret that Regan Grimes is going to compete at Vancouver Pro and potentially do Dubai Pro in July. And that makes him roughly 16 weeks out of the show, which is really the perfect time for him to start this prep. So he did not show much of how the starting point of his prep is looking at the moment. But from the looks of his latest update, Regan was able to stay lean throughout the off-season while bringing up his big body parts, which are his chest and his biceps. So for him to be able to crack top 6 at this year's Mr. Olympia, which is his goal this year, he will be needing more quads in my opinion to do that. So as he gets closer to the contest, close to the contest ready condition, we will be able to see how much lean tissue he was able to pack on during this off-season. And this was a good long productive off-season. More than 4 months, as he went all gas immediately post-Olympia last year. So Regan placed 9th at the Olympia 2023. But we can all agree that the top 10 this year is going to be a lot more competitive, especially compared to last year. So where do you guys think Regan is going to place in 2024? I think the guys who placed from 6th to 10th last year, Regan Grimes has the most potential. If he can actually make those improvements, if he can actually take care of his weaknesses, he can go all the way. He has great structure, his genetics are really impressive. His back is awesome. So do let me know again what you guys think, can he crack top 6? Lastly, we have a little physique update from Regan Bonac. So this officially marks start of the prep for the 2024 contest season for Regan Bonac. So he is a real veteran in the game. He made his Olympia debut back in 2014. So 10 years of competing at the highest level. And during this time span, he has accomplished some great things as a pro. Multiple times Arnold Classic champion, plus multiple top 3 finishes at Mr. Olympia, and one runner-up spot as well at the Olympia 2019. The question now is that, can he still be competitive against the top 6 of this current generation? So judging by his last 2 showings, the likelihood of that happening is very little. And if you guys remember, there was another variable in his Arnold Classic 2023 prep, which was his last show, where he revealed that due to some health issues, he could not go all out on the gear. He wasn't taking any orals. And also he said with his age, he realized that he has to use more. So we do not really know how that would impact Williams' prep. But the good thing is that he hasn't competed in over a year. That means his system is going to be totally clean and fresh. So this is going to be a test on how a totally fresh physique does against the top tier guys of the current time. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. And smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.